Wonders of China. Top 10 places to visit in China. The Great Wall of China, a journey through time. Rising and falling across the rugged mountains of northern China, the Great Wall is not just a wall. It's a living chronicle of human ambition and endurance. Spanning over 21,000 kilometers, this architectural marvel was built, rebuilt and expanded over centuries, beginning as early as the 7th century BC, reaching its peak during the Ming Dynasty. Imagine walking along its ancient stones, some weathered by the winds of centuries, others carefully restored, each step echoing the footsteps of soldiers, merchants, and travelers who once relied on this colossal barrier for protection and trade. The Great Wall is more than defense. It's a cultural ribbon connecting China's history, legends, and breathtaking landscapes. From the steep, nearly vertical inclines of Jinkou to the tourist-friendly but equally mesmerizing Badaling section, every turn reveals a different story. In spring, wildflowers bloom against its gray bricks. In winter, snow drapes it like a silver veil. Its watchtowers stand as silent sentinels, overlooking valleys, deserts, and plains. When you pause at a high point and gaze into the horizon, you feel the enormity of ancient China's vision, a civilization determined to unite and protect its people. What makes the Great Wall a wonder for travelers is its diversity. Certain parts are rugged and remote, perfect for adventurous hikers seeking solitude. Others, like Mixianyu, offer cable cars and restored paths ideal for families and casual explorers. The wall is also a photographer's dream. Sunrise and sunset here transform the stone pathway into a glowing serpent across the land. At night, some restored sections are illuminated, casting a magical aura perfect for an unforgettable experience. Visiting the Great Wall is not just about sightseeing. It's an immersion into Chinese culture. Local villages nearby serve authentic cuisine, including steaming dumplings, hand-pulled noodles, and the famous roasted duck. Folk performances and cultural exhibits near popular access points further enrich the journey. Whether you're trekking remote ruins or strolling well-paved sections, the Great Wall demands both awe and respect. It's a reminder of human resilience and creativity, offering an unparalleled introduction to China's soul. The Forbidden City, the heart of Imperial China. In the heart of Beijing lies a world within walls, a city of secrets and splendor known as the Forbidden City, or the Imperial Palace Museum. Built during the early 15th century under the reign of Emperor Yongle of the Ming Dynasty, this sprawling complex was the seat of power for 24 emperors, covering nearly 180 acres with over 980 buildings. For almost 500 years, entry was restricted to the royal family, their servants and high-ranking officials. Commoners were forbidden, giving the palace its intriguing name. Today, it welcomes travelers from all over the world, offering an unparalleled glimpse into the majesty and mystery of China's imperial past. Walking through its crimson gates is like stepping into another era. Golden roofs glint in the sun, each tile meticulously crafted and arranged with symbolic meaning. The vast courtyards are lined with intricate marble balustrades, guardian lion statues, and monumental halls such as the Hall of Supreme Harmony, where emperors once held grand ceremonies. Every detail, painted beams, carved dragons, bronze vessels, reflects imperial power and cosmology. The layout itself follows strict principles of feng shui, aligning perfectly with the cardinal points and embodying harmony between heaven and earth. But the Forbidden City is more than a showcase of power. It's a living encyclopedia of Chinese culture. The palace's interior reveals rare treasures: silk scrolls, exquisite porcelain, ancient musical instruments and ornate thrones. The gardens, with their rockeries, pavilions, and centuries-old cypress trees, offer serene contrast to the grandiose halls. It's a place where artistry meets politics, where myths were born, and decisions shaped an empire. The architectural symmetry and the silent grandeur make it feel both majestic and intimate, inviting visitors to slow down and absorb its timeless beauty. One of the most striking aspects is the sense of continuity. Despite wars, dynastic changes, and the passage of centuries, the Forbidden City remains largely intact, preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Modern travelers can explore at leisure, with audio guides, exhibitions, and even interactive AR experiences to enhance their understanding. Visiting early in the morning or late afternoon offers the best light for photography, casting soft shadows across vermilion walls. In winter, a dusting of snow adds a dreamlike quality. In spring, flowering trees soften the edges of this stone masterpiece. The Forbidden City is not just a destination. It's a story told in wood, stone, and gold. It speaks of ambition, artistry, and the fragile line between isolation and openness. For anyone seeking to understand China's identity, this is where the journey must lead. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, the floating mountains of China. Deep in the Hunan province, a surreal landscape rises from the earth, defying imagination and inspiring legends. Welcome to Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels more like a scene from a dream than a destination on a map. Known for its towering sandstone pillars, lush green canopies, and mysterious mist that dances among the peaks, this natural wonder was the visual inspiration for the floating mountains in the blockbuster film Avatar. But long before Hollywood discovered it, Zhangjiajie was celebrated in Chinese folklore as a sacred and mystical land. The park is home to over 3,000 narrow quartz sandstone columns, some stretching more than 200 meters high. These formations were sculpted by millions of years of erosion, wind, and weather, resulting in jagged peaks and dramatic cliffs that rise vertically from dense forests. Walking through Zhangjiajie is like stepping into a landscape painting. The Avatar Hallelujah Mountain, the park's most iconic peak, appears to hover above the clouds, especially during early mornings when fog blankets the valleys. The Tianzi Mountain area offers panoramic views of seas of clouds, while the Golden Whip Stream provides a tranquil path along crystal-clear waters bordered by towering cliffs. But Zhangjiajie is not just about scenery. It's an adventure paradise. The park features the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, a breathtaking walkway suspended 300 meters above a canyon, giving visitors the thrill of walking on air. The Bailong Elevator, a 326-meter-high outdoor lift built into a cliffside, offers a heart-stopping yet awe-inspiring ride to the top of the mountains. For hikers, countless trails wind through forests, caves, and ravines, each revealing hidden corners of this natural masterpiece. Wildlife lovers can spot rare species like the Chinese giant salamander, macaques, and diverse birdlife thriving in the park's protected ecosystem. Every season paints Zhangjiajie differently. Spring bursts with fresh greens and blooming wildflowers. Summer brings mist and waterfalls, adding a mystical aura. Autumn drapes the cliffs in warm shades of red and gold, while winter transforms the park into a frozen wonderland, with frost-covered trees and snow-capped pillars. The best times to visit are early morning or late afternoon when sunlight softens the edges of the cliffs, creating a play of light and shadow that photographers crave. Zhangjiajie is more than a destination. It's an experience of awe, adventure, and tranquility. Whether you're walking the glass bridge, gazing at endless pillars from a mountain peak, or simply breathing in the crisp forest air, this park promises moments of wonder that stay with you long after you leave. The Terracotta Army, a silent army of eternity. Hidden beneath the soil of Xi'an for over 2 millennia, an astonishing discovery waited patiently to rewrite history. The Terracotta Army, unearthed in 1974 by farmers digging a well. This underground treasure revealed over 8,000 life-size clay soldiers, horses, chariots, and weapons meticulously crafted to guard the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. This archaeological wonder is not just an attraction. It's a portal to one of the most powerful and ambitious eras of Chinese civilization, a testament to the emperor's quest for immortality and his vision of an eternal kingdom. Walking into the massive excavation pits is a moment of awe. The soldiers stand in precise formation, each with unique facial expressions, hairstyles, and armor. No two statues are identical, showcasing the extraordinary craftsmanship of ancient artisans. From commanding generals with stern gazes to humble foot soldiers and even musicians and acrobats discovered in nearby pits, the army represents the emperor's entire court in military might, frozen in clay. Imagine the magnitude of this undertaking. Hundreds of thousands of workers spent decades constructing this silent legion, all to ensure their ruler's protection in the afterlife. The site is divided into several pits, each revealing a different aspect of the army. Pit 1, the largest, houses the infantry, stretching like an ancient parade ground. Pit 2 contains cavalry and archers, highlighting strategic formations, while Pit 3 is believed to be the command center. The level of detail is staggering. Intricate weaponry, carefully sculpted armor plates, even traces of original paint hinting at the army's once vivid colors. Modern technology, including 3D scanning and preservation methods, continues to uncover new secrets, with ongoing excavations adding more soldiers and artifacts to this already breathtaking site. Visiting the Terracotta Army today is both humbling and educational. The museum's exhibits explain the political, military, and artistic achievements of the Qin dynasty. Guided tours and multimedia displays bring history to life, while life-size replicas and close-up exhibits allow you to appreciate the soldiers' individuality up close. For travelers, the site is best experienced in the morning when crowds are thinner, allowing time to marvel at the scale and detail of the army. The Terracotta Army is more than a tourist attraction. It's a story of power, innovation, and human creativity. It reminds us that even in clay, history can breathe, and that the legacy of one ruler's ambition can endure for centuries. The Li River and Guilin, China's timeless waterway. Flowing gently through the heart of Guangxi Province, the Li River is nature's masterpiece, a living postcard of China's most celebrated landscapes. Stretching for 83 kilometers between Guilin and Yangshuo, this waterway is a seamless blend of tranquil waters, towering karst mountains, emerald rice paddies, and ancient villages. The Li River has long been the muse of poets, painters, and photographers. Its stunning scenery has been immortalized on the back of China's 20 yuan banknote, an indication of its cultural and natural significance. For travelers, a journey along the Li River is not just sightseeing. It's an immersion into the serene and poetic essence of China. Board a bamboo raft or river cruise in Guilin, and you'll soon find yourself drifting past some of the most iconic karst formations in the world. Peaks rise abruptly from the ground, sculpted by time and water, their names inspired by folklore and imagination. Elephant Trunk Hill, resembling an elephant drinking from the river. Nine-Horse Fresco Hill, whose limestone cliffs seem to hide galloping horses in their shadows. And Folded Brocade Hill, with layers of rock resembling folded silk. Each bend of the river reveals another scene worthy of a scroll painting, enhanced by the soft mist that often blankets the valleys. Along the banks, you'll glimpse rural life unfolding at a gentle pace. Farmers tend to fields of vegetables and rice. Fishermen balance on rafts using trained cormorants to catch fish, and children splash in the water. The river is not just a tourist attraction. It's a lifeline for communities who have lived here for centuries. Stop at Yangshuo, a lively town framed by dramatic peaks, offering cycling paths, rock climbing, and vibrant night markets filled with local delicacies and handmade crafts. For those seeking peace, early morning or sunset cruises are magical, when golden light reflects off the water and the mountains appear almost dreamlike. One of the most enchanting experiences is viewing the Li River during different seasons. In spring, wildflowers color the riverbanks. Summer brings lush greenery, while autumn offers crisp air and clear skies, perfect for photography. In winter, mist adds a mystical touch, creating scenes that feel like ancient Chinese ink paintings come to life. Whether you explore on foot, bike, or boat, the Li River promises a journey of discovery and tranquility. The Li River and Guilin are more than destinations. They are symbols of China's harmony with nature, a rare combination of peace, culture, and breathtaking beauty. It's no wonder that travelers leave this place with their cameras full and hearts even fuller. The Potala Palace, a spiritual fortress in the clouds. High above the city of Lhasa, perched at an altitude of 3,700 meters in Tibet, the Potala Palace stands like a beacon of faith, history, and resilience. Rising majestically against the backdrop of the Himalayas, this architectural marvel is both a spiritual sanctuary and a cultural treasure. Once the winter residence of the Dalai Lama and the political center of Tibetan Buddhism, the Potala Palace today is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a pilgrimage destination that draws visitors from around the world, not only for its religious significance but also for its breathtaking design and aura of serenity. The palace is a dazzling blend of Tibetan, Han, and Nepalese architectural influences, with massive white walls, golden rooftops, and crimson chapels layered like a fortress. Built in the 17th century during the reign of the 5th Dalai Lama, it consists of two main sections: the White Palace, which served as the living quarters and administrative area, and the Red Palace, dedicated to religious study and prayer. Inside, more than 1,000 rooms, countless chapels, murals, statues, and sacred scriptures create an atmosphere of devotion and mystery. The murals themselves are works of art, narrating centuries of Tibetan history and Buddhist teachings in vibrant colors and intricate detail. Reaching the Potala Palace is a journey in itself. Visitors climb long flights of stone steps, each turn revealing wider views of Lhasa below. The thin air adds to the sense of pilgrimage, making every step feel more profound. Inside, the silence is profound, broken only by the soft chants of monks and the gentle scent of incense. Prayer wheels line corridors and butter lamps flicker in golden light, casting an ethereal glow. The tombs of past Dalai Lamas are enshrined in stupas adorned with precious metals and jewels, showcasing the devotion and craftsmanship of Tibetan artisans. For travelers, the palace offers more than history. It offers perspective. It's a reminder of the resilience of a culture that has faced challenges yet continues to thrive. Early mornings provide stunning photographic opportunities as sunlight touches the golden roofs. Spring and autumn are the best times to visit, offering clearer skies and milder weather. It's important to respect local customs here. Modest clothing and quiet observation are appreciated, as this is still an active place of worship for many Tibetans. The Potala Palace is more than a monument. It's a living symbol of faith, perseverance, and harmony. Standing here, you feel both humbled and inspired, as if you are touching the soul of Tibet itself. The Yellow Mountains, Huangshan, China's legendary peaks. In eastern China's Anhui province, the Yellow Mountains, known as Huangshan, rise like ancient guardians of the sky. For centuries, poets, painters, and travelers have been captivated by their mystical beauty, describing them as heaven on earth. Huangshan is not just a mountain range. It's an experience that embodies the harmony between nature and imagination. With its granite peaks, twisted pine trees, and seas of clouds, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is considered one of the most beautiful mountain landscapes in China and remains a must-see for adventurers, photographers, and dreamers alike. The range boasts more than 70 peaks over 1,000 meters high, the tallest being Lotus Peak, soaring to 1,864 meters. What sets Huangshan apart are its four wonders: peculiar rock formations, ancient pines, hot springs, and sea of clouds. The rocks seem to defy gravity, sculpted into unique shapes with names like Flying Over Rock and Immortal Pointing the Way. The pine trees cling to sheer cliffs, their gnarled branches shaped by wind and time, some over 1,000 years old. When clouds roll into the valleys, the peaks appear to float like islands in a white ocean, a sight so enchanting it inspired countless Chinese ink paintings and literature. Hiking Huangshan is a sensory journey. Stone steps carved into cliffs lead to dramatic viewpoints such as Bright Summit Peak and Shihai Grand Canyon, offering panoramic vistas that shift with the weather. At sunrise, golden rays pierce the mist, revealing jagged silhouettes. At sunset, the mountains glow in warm hues, fading into a tapestry of twilight. For those who wish to see the magic without intense hiking, cable cars glide effortlessly up the slopes, providing breathtaking aerial views of forests, valleys, and cloud seas below. Beyond its scenery, Huangshan carries a cultural soul. Ancient villages like Hongzuan and Shidi, located nearby, complement the mountains with their whitewashed walls, black-tiled roofs, and serene ponds, settings often featured in traditional art. These villages, also UNESCO-listed, give travelers a glimpse into Anhui's heritage, complete with tea culture and local crafts. Visiting in spring brings blooming azaleas, autumn brings vibrant colors, and winter transforms Huangshan into a frozen wonderland, with snow-dusted peaks and sparkling icicles. Whether you're standing on a cliff edge gazing at clouds, exploring hidden trails, or simply sipping tea while watching mist drift through the valleys, Huangshan offers an encounter with the sublime. It's a reminder that nature's artistry is timeless, and sometimes the most extraordinary wonders are the ones shaped slowly, silently, over millennia. Zhangjiajie Valley, the fairyland of Sichuan. Tucked away in the mountains of Sichuan province, Zhangjiajie Valley is a destination that seems almost too beautiful to be real. Its name, meaning Valley of Nine Villages, comes from the Tibetan villages scattered across the 72,000-hectare nature reserve. But what draws travelers here is its magical scenery. Crystal-clear lakes of turquoise, emerald, and sapphire mirror snow-capped peaks and lush forests. Cascading waterfalls tumble down rocky cliffs, while colorful leaves and rare wildlife add to the sense of wonder. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is not just a park. It's a natural symphony of water, color, and life. Zhangjiajie's landscapes are famous for their extraordinary lakes. Five Flower Lake is the jewel of the valley, a shallow body of water where submerged tree trunks and mineral deposits create dazzling colors and intricate patterns. Panda Lake, framed by green hills, and Mirror Lake, which reflects mountains like glass, add to the valley's allure. Then there's Nuerlang Waterfall, one of the widest waterfalls in China. Its multiple streams forming a curtain of white that roars into the valley below. Each location feels like a different world, blending perfectly into the untouched wilderness. Beyond its lakes and waterfalls, Zhangjiajie is a sanctuary for rare species. Giant pandas once roamed here, and while sightings are rare today, the park is home to golden snub-nosed monkeys, toucans, and a remarkable diversity of plants and birds. Wooden boardwalks wind through forests of spruce, fir, and bamboo, giving visitors a chance to explore without disturbing the fragile ecosystem. In autumn, the valley becomes a painter's palette, as forests shift to gold, crimson, and orange. Winter turns the lakes into frozen glass and the waterfalls into shimmering ice sculptures. The valley is not only a natural paradise but also a cultural one. Tibetan villages within the park preserve traditions, architecture, and prayer flags fluttering in the wind. Local craft markets and small eateries serve butter tea, yak meat, and handmade souvenirs, adding a cultural flavor to the journey. Photography here is irresistible, with every corner offering a postcard-perfect shot. The best times to visit are spring and autumn, when the colors are most vibrant and the weather is mild. Zhangjiajie Valley feels like a dream you never want to wake from. Whether you're gazing into the depths of a jewel-toned lake, standing at the base of a roaring waterfall, or quietly walking among prayer flags, the valley offers moments of pure magic. It's a reminder of nature's fragile beauty and the importance of preserving it for generations to come. West Lake Hangzhou. When it comes to serene beauty and cultural charm, West Lake in Hangzhou stands as one of China's most poetic destinations, a place that has inspired poets, painters, and emperors for centuries. Nestled in the heart of Zhejiang Province, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a masterpiece of harmony between man and nature, perfectly blending lush gardens, tranquil waters, and historic temples. West Lake is not just a lake. It is an embodiment of Chinese aesthetics, philosophy, and history, offering travelers an immersive experience into the soul of classical China. Known as the paradise on earth, Hangzhou's West Lake has been celebrated in Chinese literature since ancient times, with countless legends surrounding its misty shores, arched bridges, and flowering islands. Here, every season tells a different story. Spring brings blooming peach blossoms, summer shines with lush lotus flowers, autumn glows with golden osmanthus, and winter paints the landscape in tranquil snow. The lake itself is surrounded by rolling hills and divided into sections by charming causeways like the famous Su Causeway and Bai Causeway, each lined with weeping willows and flowering trees. You can stroll or cycle around its periphery, cruise its calm waters on a traditional wooden boat, or watch the mesmerizing reflection of pagodas and bridges shimmer under the sunlight. Key attractions include the Leifeng Pagoda, an ancient tower that holds legends of love and mysticism, the Broken Bridge where tales of star-crossed lovers originated, and the three pools mirroring the moon, an iconic spot immortalized on the Chinese 1 yuan note. These sites showcase the balance of architecture and nature, a theme central to Chinese landscape design. Beyond the lake, Hangzhou offers exquisite tea plantations, such as Longjing tea fields, where you can enjoy the aroma of freshly picked green tea. For visitors, West Lake is not just about sightseeing. It's about feeling the essence of Chinese culture. Early mornings are perfect for watching locals practice Tai Chi along the shore, while evenings reveal an enchanting musical fountain and light show. The city itself complements the lake's charm, with its rich culinary scene featuring Hangzhou delicacies like Dompa pork and beggar's chicken. Whether you're capturing sunrise over the misty waters or watching the moonlight dance on the ripples, West Lake delivers a sense of timeless elegance and serenity that stays with every traveler. Mount Everest, Tibet inside China. Rising to a staggering height of 8,848 meters, Mount Everest is the pinnacle of Earth's natural wonders and the ultimate dream destination for adventurers around the globe. While many associate Everest with Nepal, the northern face of this iconic peak lies within China's Tibet Autonomous Region. offering a completely different, awe-inspiring perspective. This side of the mountain is less commercialized and far more serene, allowing travelers to experience the raw, untamed beauty of the Himalayas. Imagine standing at the Everest Base Camp on the Tibetan Plateau, where the air is crisp and thin, and the views are unbroken by crowds. Here, you witness a world of snow-clad peaks, frozen glaciers, and endless blue skies merging with rugged terrain. The journey to Everest in Tibet begins in Lhasa, the spiritual heart of Tibet, passing through breathtaking locations like Giants, Shigats, and the Rongbuk Monastery, the world's highest monastery and one of the most spiritual vantage points of Everest. This monastery, standing at over 5,000 meters, frames the mountain like a divine portrait, where prayer flags flutter against icy winds, carrying whispers of Tibetan chants. Trekking enthusiasts can walk the rugged paths that lead closer to the mountain, while others can enjoy the stark beauty by road through the Friendship Highway. The Tibetan side is less about commercialization and more about immersion, feeling the silence of nature, the grandeur of geography, and the humility of human presence before Earth's highest peak. Whether you aim to trek, photograph, or simply stand in reverence, Mount Everest's northern face offers a once-in-a-lifetime experience that merges adventure, culture, and spirituality. This destination is not just about height, it's about perspective, courage, and the timeless human desire to reach for the sky. As we conclude our incredible journey through the top 10 wonders of China, it becomes clear why this country remains one of the most fascinating destinations on Earth. From the ancient walls of Beijing to the glass bridges of Zhangjiajie, from the colorful lakes of Zhangjiajie to the tranquil waters of the Li River, each place we visited told a unique story, merging history, culture, and nature into an unforgettable experience. China is more than just a travel destination. It's a world within a world. A land where every turn reveals a piece of history thousands of years old, yet perfectly intertwined with modern marvels and breathtaking landscapes. Whether you are drawn to its ancient temples, its futuristic skylines, its sacred mountains, or its serene countryside, China offers something extraordinary for every traveler. As you plan your next adventure, remember that travel is not just about taking places off a list. It's about embracing new cultures, tasting local cuisines, meeting amazing people, and creating stories you will carry for a lifetime. So whether your dream is to walk on the Great Wall, marvel at the terracotta warriors, sail through the limestone peaks of Guilin, or lose yourself in the bustling energy of Shanghai, China is ready to amaze you at every step. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey with Travel with a Plan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your travel-loving friends, and subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking adventures from around the globe. Your support helps us create more content like this, bringing the wonders of our world closer to you. And remember, this is just the beginning. The world is vast, full of hidden gems and iconic wonders waiting to be explored. So pack your bags, grab your camera, and let curiosity lead the way. Adventure is out there and China is calling. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep traveling with a plan.